Yo, what's up? What's happening? What's popping? What's going on, everybody? How everybody doing? How everybody feeling? How everybody feeling, man? We beat our rivals today. So we're gonna come in, we're gonna talk about it a little bit. I know that made pretty much virtually our entire fan base happy anytime you beat the baghead Aints. It's a great thing. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about that real quick. We in here for the late night show, y'all, and pardon me, for coming on so late, man. After Falcons games, I'll be having some other things that I have to do regarding work on Sundays. So I'm gonna hopefully try to get myself back on a more traditional, conventional schedule to do like post game shows and things of that nature. Or you know what? I might just stay the late night show guy. I might just play my role as the Arsenio Hall, the Johnny Carson, the David Letterman of Falcon content creator. So I might just stay in the late night spot. I kind of like late night spot. I get to rap with the night owls, and we do this for the third shift people. And then we do the Waffle House already late night anyway. So I might just stick with the late night slot. I like the late night slot. But I am your host tonight. And of course, my name is Todd. And welcome in. Let's discuss it. Let's talk about it. All Falcons doing what they're supposed to do at home, beating New Orleans earlier today. At a score, what the score was 24 to 15. So we handled our business today, like we were supposed to do. So we're gonna chop it up about that. We're gonna rap about that. We're gonna talk about that. You dig? You heard, man. You smell, man. It's a lot to talk about as far as that go. So let's see who checking in with us thus far already. Let's do our shout outs real quick. My God, 3 Dirty is in the building. What's happening with you, 3? What's happening? 3 Dirty is the title. Honesty is the best policy. I so agree, my friend. I definitely agree on that also. I'm gonna try to 3 Dirty. I'm gonna try to see if I can have an honest conversation tonight before I get off this thing, big dog. I also got my boy Ray Ellison checking in the building. What's happening with you, Ray? How you doing? And Ray says also make sure y'all hit the like button. Yes. Thank you, Ray. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, make sure you hit the like button, man. Please hit the like button. In fact, hit the like button. If you know you ain't gonna stay long, just hit the like button. By hitting the like button, that's the best way to show me any kind of love, gratitude, thanks, appreciation. It's by hitting that like button, man. That really helps the channel out behind the scenes. So thanks in advance. We got Marina checking in here also. What's up, Marina? This is Mr. Waffle House Friday. Hope your Thanksgiving was the best. Free copies. Let's ring the bell to free copies. Let's ring the bell for that. And thank you, Marina. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you for that also. I hope your Thanksgiving was splendid as well. In fact, I had every intention to do the Waffle House on Friday, Marina. I had every intention. I had it planned. Had some things in my head that I want to talk about, as far as the topics and the conversation went. But speaking of the holidays, Thursday, we had a big Thanksgiving dinner, Thanksgiving get together at my grandmother's house. Shout out to my grandma. Let me ring the bell for my grandma. But we had a big get together at my grandmother's house, myself and my family, and we had a bunch of relatives that came in over her house, and it was just such a joyous occasion. A lot of us had seen each other in a while. Y'all know how it goes. As you get older, people move away. They start having families, and life catches up with everybody. But this year, this was the biggest one we've had in quite a long time. And so with that said, a lot of my uncles, aunts came down, cousins, nieces, nephews, and we started playing cards. We just started laughing. And I just stayed up real late Thursday. I got home late, then I went sleepy. It took me a while to wind myself down. So I ended up staying up very late Thursday. And then I had to get up early Friday, the very next morning. And I was just tired. I didn't have it, I'm getting old, and I didn't have it in me to do a Waffle House session. So I was just tired. So unfortunately, I was not able to come on, but I had planned on coming on. But I'm not mad about it. Like I said, I spent a lot of great time with my family, and that just made me feel good and made me happy to see people that I had seen in quite a time and quite a while as far as my family go. And we just had a good time. We played spades and I bust their ass on the spade table too, man. Just so y'all know. But yeah, I hope everybody out there had a great Thanksgiving or a great holiday. However you do clarify that, I hope it was fantastic for you. We got our boy Atlanta supporters in the building. What's happening with you, Atlanta supporter? Since we won, can't believe we back in first place. But if when we go to the playoffs, Atlanta Falcons go to. I hope Atlanta Falcons go to Super Bowl. I hope so, Atlanta supporter. I hope so, man. I hope so. If so, Atlanta supporter, the drinks are on me at the parade. If we win the Super Bowl, Atlanta supporter, because you've been pushing that all season long, all last season. So when we win the Super Bowl, drinks are on me at the parade, Atlanta supporter. In fact, leave your wallet at home, everything on me when we win the Super Bowl, whenever that happens. We got Facebook users checking in. Says, what's good, Tyler? What's happening with your Facebook users? How you feeling? How's it going? We got Rustin Moore Jr. in the building. Says DR9 is AS period. What's happening with you, Rustin? I got my dog JJ Ayers checking in, 706 checking in. Shout out to the 706. Shout out to the 706 is in the building. Stand up 706. We got Juliana Carter checking in from YouTube. That must be Winston. What's up, Winston? Says, what's good, Buck and Chat? Smash the like button this Winston. Okay, I see that. Based on your first sentence, I knew that had to be you. Had to use the old lady laptop because my phone was tripping. So shout out to Winston checking in on the old lady's laptop. Russ says Desmond Ritter is ASS. If not for JB3, it's another L. Can't rely on a pick six and a fumble recovery every week against the bum-ass teams. This dude makes horrible throws. Please draft the MF quarterback in April. Sick of the BS. I can feel it. I can relate, bro. I definitely can relate. We got Coach in the building. Shout out to Coach checking in. What's happening with your coaches? What's good, bro? I'm chilling, Coach. How you feeling? It was a great day when we smashed these Aints. Yes. And even though we got the win, still ready to bang. Let's get to it. Y'all show some love to Coach also on his YouTube channel as well. He's going to be launching a YouTube channel focusing on Falcons defense. So make sure to subscribe and show him some love also at the lunch, please. We got Miss B in the building as usual. What's happening with you, Miss B? I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. How you doing? She says, hey, Tyler, hey, chat. What's going on, Miss B? How's everything going with you tonight? Winston also says, congrats on the 3.5 YouTube subscribers. Thank you very much. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Yeah, the channel recently went over 3,500 YouTube subscribers. So thanks to Winston for that. And thanks to all the YouTube subscribers and everybody, especially the people that are in here pretty much every time I go live. Y'all know who y'all are. Big thank y'all from me to y'all. I really appreciate the love. Definitely appreciate the support. And all of this is for the love of our football team. So we're gonna ride this rocky road, this roller coaster until we hit that final destination point, which is ultimately getting us a Super Bowl. So again, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all very much. Rest says that we win this bum division, we will be the 4th seed. Dallas is almost guaranteed the 5th. We're gonna get embarrassed on national TV. I would rather not even make the playoffs if that's our fate. I feel you, bro. I definitely feel you, man. I'm gonna be honest right now. I don't think we can make any noise right now in the playoffs. Based on how we have played these last 5 to 8 games, I guess I would say. Raymond Collins, what's happening, man? I like the head in your picture. So what's up, Ty? The great win. We ran it down their throats, but still with the silly mistakes. Yeah, this game could have been over right there before halftime. Correct the mistakes in its own. I agree, man. I definitely agree. Man, this game shouldn't even been that close to be real, bro. We should have won this thing, like you say, after coming out for the third quarter. This game really should have been wrapped up. I'm always happy to beat New Orleans. Don't get me wrong. That's the team. And when I say hate, y'all, I'm saying hate in the sports sense. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people be trying to take everything you say literal. But when I say hate, I mean that in the sports sense. I got a lot of good people I know that root for the Saints. Outside of their football team, New Orleans is a beautiful city. So when I say hate, I mean in a sports sense. Y'all know what I'm saying. But that's the team that I hate the most in sports is New Orleans. I can't stand them. So whenever we get a chance, whenever we beat them and we have those bragging rights, I love it, man. I love it. Like I said, I know a lot of people that root for New Orleans, so that gives me an opportunity to have bragging rights, which I exercise after we beat them earlier today. I threw my jabs at my people that I know that root for the Baghead Aints. But, that's our biggest rival. That's been our long-time rival. So whenever you beat them, you stick your chest out a little bit further. You know what I mean? So that's what today was, sticking our chest out a little bit. Beating our chest a little bit on them. So it's always great to beat the Bagheads. Coach said, "I am also one that love when our team win, but in doing so, we're gonna get trashed. We're not gonna beat none of the top tier teams. I unfortunately, Coach, and have to reluctantly agree with you on that. And I'm gonna talk about that also. A little later on tonight when we have our honest conversation. T-Dub is in the house. What's happening with T-Dub? How you feeling, bro? What's going on? What's popping with you? Facebook user, thank you, Bates. Can I get a rise up, Bates? Came up big, man. Came up big for us once again. So shout out to Bates. We definitely needed that. Abel checking in. What's happening with you, Abel? What's going on? Was good title. What would be better for the team to get a better quarterback or a better offensive coordinator? What a great question, man. I'm gonna say a better quarterback, Abel, because you know my perspective on that. I feel like talent make coaches. I don't feel like coaches necessarily makes the talent. I feel like the coaches need the talent. So if you got a good quarterback, I feel like he's gonna make the offensive coordinator a better coordinator. In a bigger sense than a offensive coordinator could make a talentless quarterback a good quarterback, or a quarterback who just lacks the necessary talent to be a good or great quarterback. So give me the better quarterback over the better offensive coordinator all day long. I'd rather go to war with a better quarterback than a better offensive coordinator any day of the week. Dravius, what's up, Dravius? Says, despite Desmond's interceptions, his resilience is impressive. I will give him props on that. He doesn't seem like he has that he'll come out and quit or give up. So I will give him that. He shook the turnovers off today and made a hell of a throw to Bijan Robinson, which in turn became a big play for us and a game-defining play for us also. So you make a hell of a point there, and I definitely will agree with you on that. That was a hell of a throw that Desmond Ridder made today. He stood tall in the pocket. He knew he was going to get hit, and he stood in there, he took the hit, and he delivered the pass. And it was a touchdown. Bijan had his man beat by like 2 steps, and Ridder threw a perfect pass after the turnover. So you were absolutely correct on that. Facebook says, oh, please, can we bang on Arthur Smith trying to use Bijan as a wide receiver? What the hell? I need an OC. So Facebook user said they want to bang on Arthur Smith. But I think you got to admit, Facebook user, just like we just said a few seconds ago, that when they ran him down the field and he caught that touchdown, I think it was about a 30-yard touchdown. I don't remember how long the pass was. But, man, that was a game-defining play. Definitely was a game-defining play. I got my bro ATL Joy the Faithful is in the building. If y'all not already subscribed to my dog, make sure to show him some love on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. Great content creator. Run up the subs, run up the likes, and run up the comments for your dog. ATL Jordan said, I came to bang, just like Cordero Patterson did on them Aints, even though Art Smith tried to get too cute again, the players got us to dub. I can agree with you on that. Definitely agree on. And speaking of CP, man, CP was running with some passion today. There's one thing I like about Patterson, man. Not only has he been a bumping, I'm gonna say very good. Not only has I know this year has been kind of a slower year for him based on him missing a lot of games early, but I'm gonna say his overall career has been very good for the Falcons. But not just that, man, he just brings this passion to the field. Some of us call it that dog. He just He has that dog when he on the field. You know, you saw it today. He get the ball and he just jumped right in the Saints' face. You know, like, man, y'all ain't, you know, some of that old Roddy White. It must be something in that number 84, man. Because them number 84s be having that just dog. Y'all remember Roddy didn't like the Saints? But Roddy used to always talk that, you know, that itch to the Saints. I see Patterson doing that today. I love that, man. I love that from players, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love when they bring the passion to the game, man. Because I really think the team can feed off that passion, man. Football is a passionate sport. So I love when we have players that bring that passion to the game, man. And I love that from Patterson. I love that from Roddy. That's one of the reasons that Roddy was like my all-time favorite Falcon. You know, it ain't Matt Ryan, it ain't Michael Vick, it ain't Julio. Roddy White is my all-time favorite Falcon, bar none. And that's a big reason why I like that heart, that passion that Roddy brought to the game. I love that, man. I love that from players. Jim Wayne Hall is in the building. What's happening with you, Jim? Says, rested. Okay, you talking to rest? Okay, so my bad. ATL Joy the Faithful said 100 to the chat stream. Like, appreciate ATL Joy the Faithful. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. Marina says Artemis still need to go. Going for it on fourth down with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. I knew he was going to call a BS game after he tried it. I don't know what's up with Arthur. Like to go for it on fourth down. You know, Arthur be coaching the Falcons and be playing Madden too. Y'all know how it be when you get somebody in the Madden game online and them jokers don't never punt. It can be 4th and 28 at a 3-yard line. They still gonna go for it. That's how Arthur be coaching the Falcons, but that joker don't believe in punt. He just don't believe in punt. He don't believe in punt. But I would have took the points. Early in the game, I definitely would have took the points. Definitely would have took the points. Ms. B said, Bates, just a Bates won this game for us. Basically, he was well worth the money spent. I agree with you on that. That has definitely been our best free agent acquisition that we signed. Actually, in quite a while. Bates has really propelled 2 victories for us this year on defense. You know, that pick 6 today, and then he made some plays outside of the pick 6. So that was definitely a great investment, bringing Jesse Bates into the fold, without a doubt. And I'm guessing, I'm thinking he should be an All-Pro. Whether he'll be first team All-Pro, I'm not sure. He's definitely gonna make the Pro Bowl, but I think he's gonna be All-Pro selection, first team or second team. And he's still fairly young too. I think he's only like 26 years old, as well. Winston says that INT before the half, that drive was supposed to put the game out of reach. Yeah, we struggled to get the win. Yeah, and that's disappointing too, man. Because like I say, this game shouldn't have been close. Defense gave us 6 points. They gave us fumbles. I don't even think New Orleans scored a touchdown, did they? But they had 15 points. I think we just held them to a bunch of field goals. So this game should not have been as close as it was at all. It shouldn't have been that close. Not at all. Diva checking in. What's up with you, Diva? How you feeling tonight? Hope you're doing well. Since I had to come to YouTube. Thank you, Jesse Bates. Yes, shout out. Let's ring the bell for Bates. Let's ring the bell for Jesse Bates. Money well spent, Diva. Just like Miss B said earlier. Definitely money well spent. Coach says, Tyler, did you see that Desmond Ritter? Did you see that Desmond Ritter actually did an interview bragging about doing the absolute worst thing a quarterback can do, and that's throw off the back foot? It just shows he's utterly clueless. Nah, I didn't see it, bro. Was it a post-game interview? But I haven't seen it yet. I'll probably watch the post-game interview tomorrow. I might even watch it before I go to sleep tonight. But I have not seen it yet. I have not seen it, but I'm definitely going to try to check it out. Crimzino, what's happening? Since Bates was well worth it, love seeing that man ball out. Myself as well. Definitely money very, very, very well spent, without a doubt. Definitely money well spent. Ms. B says Des Ritter played well today, minus those 2 interceptions, which counts out his good plays, because if not for Bates, the game could have went bad for us. Yep, you're right. If not for Bates, and also if not for Bijan as well, I got to give Bijan his props, his credit. Also, Bijan came out, he was balling like a dog. Bijan balled out today. I think he had 91 yards rushing, I think, 132 yards receiving, And Bijan made some very critical runs for us also. He kept the chains moving when we needed to keep the chains moving. He kept momentum flowing on the offense. He just looked fresh out there, you know. So shout out to Bijan, man. He played a hell of a game, for him. He looked crisp. He looked refreshed. And I think the bye week did him well because he came out there and he looked like early season Bijan, like week 2, week 3 Bijan. And I think that bye week just gave him an opportunity to, get his body some rest, and probably get his mind some rest too, because being a rookie running back can be tough sometimes because a lot of times that thing called a rookie wall, it typically will affect a rookie running back more than any other position. So I think the bye week did Bijan Robinson a lot of good, and he looked fabulous today. Coach says that was not a good throw, Toddy. That's what I'm talking about. No quarterback should ever throw off his back foot. The most inaccurate throw there is. It worked that time, but it will lead to an INT, bad habit. I totally agree. Throwing off the back foot, throwing against your body, those are some cardinal sins as a quarterback that you're never supposed to do. So yeah, you're absolutely right. And I'm gonna make sure that I check out that interview as well. I assume that you're talking about the post game interview. Well, you got to be, because I'm sure he ain't did no interview since then. So I'll make sure to go to the Falcons YouTube channel and check it out. Raymond Collins says, "Oh yes, that pass from Bijan and Ritter was the killer. Bang bang. Yes, it definitely was. Beautiful, beautiful pass. I definitely gotta agree with you on that." Ray Ellison says, "Data drilling was going. It was, man. Patterson looked good today. Really, all the backs look good. The running backs kind of carried the load on the offensive side of the ball. Algier, he didn't have a lot of carries early in the game, but late in the game he came on and was smoking. Our running backs just did great today. We did well running the ball. In fact, let me look at the numbers. I think Bijan had about 91 yards rushing. And I want to say, hold on, let me look at it. Yep, Bijan had 91 yards rushing on 16 carries. Tyler Algier had 64 on just 10 carries. Patterson had 43 yards on just 8 carries. So our running backs, they just really, really carried the load. That was our biggest rushing output of the season. I'm sure it was. So shout out to the running game. And also shout out to the offensive line as well, opening up those holes and enabling us to run the ball, control the tempo of the game, because that was very important also. We really played our game, even though we didn't pass the ball a lot. I wish we could have been better throwing the ball as far as production goes, but when you're running the ball like that, you're going to tend to continue to run the ball. Ms. B says the fact that he got benched for turnovers and then gets promoted back to starter and then throws 2 interceptions on the first game back is wild. Yeah, you're right. That's definitely wild. And the thing about it, the 2 interceptions, I don't think Ritter threw the ball but like 20 times. Let me see. He had 21 passing attempts, and he had 2 interceptions on 21 passing attempts. What's that, y'all? Like 10% of his passes got intercepted. And in the NFL, really on any level of football, that's not good. So every 10 passes he threw got intercepted. And he just got to fix that. I don't know if it's fixed, but that might just be who he is at this point. But it's definitely not a good thing. It's definitely not a good thing. Jimmy says those mad about the turnovers. 1 was on Ritter. Technically, it was 3 if you count the turnover on downs. Art Smith left points on the field by dumb play calling. Fans going to say it's all on Ritter. So Jimmy Wayne Hall saying all of that ain't on Ritter. Got to put some of that on the coach. But I don't think they count turnover on downs against the quarterback though, Jim. I don't think that's counted as a. In fact, I know it's not. That won't count against him on the stat sheet. As far as that goes. I think that's just a separate stat of his own, but I don't think they count that against the player. Russ says we go into 2024 with Ritter as a starter. I would not watch football next year. I'm at that point on God. Okay. Hey, y'all. So Russ said he's gonna bang on the whole team. if Ritter goes into the next season as a starter. Oh, please don't let that happen, man. Please don't let that happen. I'm gonna guess they've seen enough of Ritter to know that they need an alternative at the quarterback position. Terry and Arthur, they can't be that. Let me think of a respectful way to put this. They can't be that oblivious to what we need on offense. They just can't. They've had to seen enough of Ritter to know, okay, we got to address the quarterback position. Ray says, I didn't understand why we threw in that last drive before halftime. We should have kept running. You know, Arthur Smith, sometimes he just get so cute and full of himself that he think he gonna fool somebody. He don't never fool. That you know, Arthur Smith is. Jimmy says we go in 24 with Art Smith. He better give up play calling. That throwing play was called by Ragone. Now Arthur be a head coach, not coach and OC. How you know who called the play calling, Jimmy? And not saying that you're not correct, but I'm just interested to know how do you know who called it. Diva said, I just want to know why the Falcons can't stop Taysom Hill after all these years. Yeah, you're right. Taysom got off a little bit on us today. But I think I want to say this is probably the best that we defended Taysom Hill in quite some time. And that's a bad thing because he still had a little effectiveness in him. But we held him for 26 rushing yards overall. He did get some first downs, if I recall. But thankfully for us, he didn't break a big play. But he did have a big catch. So, yeah, you're right. You're right, D. I forgot he did have a big catch. How many yards was that catch? Like 50 yards or something like that? Let me see if I can look it on the stat book. I do remember that catch now that you mentioned it. Let's see how many yards Taysom Hill had received real quick. 55 yards. So, yeah, it had to be like a 50-yard catch. Also, the defense was looking horrendous. They did have points where New Orleans was kind of getting off on us on defense. And I think New Orleans had about 400 plus total yards. So you're right. Had Derek Carr passed for 300 yards. I do know that. But thankfully the defense, they stopped them when it really mattered. They didn't allow them to put touchdowns on the board. They helped them field goals. So that was a good thing. What's up, Big Mike? Says Ritter had a couple tip balls that almost got picked. Ritter fans talking about that. I do remember one tip that almost got picked. I do remember that. Crimzino says our defense didn't let them get in the end zone. Yep. Shout out to the defense for that. Ms. B says the defense was fine. They were pretty much being on break. Yep. I agree, Ms. B. They only let them get field goals. I definitely agree with you on that. And that's an important component to winning games. Just don't let them get 6 points on the board. Jim House, we still have yet to give up a rushing touchdown to opposing running back. Oh, I didn't know that. Jimmy. Hey, that's a stat to brag about. What we are now, 11 games in. So shit, we like 70, almost 70% of the season. I didn't know that. So we had gave up not one rushing touchdown. That's good. That's something to hang your hat on. I did not realize that. That is good. This beat said the Ainsley car looked good between the 20s, but that's it. Yep. kind of like Matt and Julio back in the days. In between the 20s, but when it was money time, couldn't get in the end zone. Shout out to Matt. Crimzino says I can't ask for a better defense, just more pressure on the quarterback. Yeah, Carr had some time back there tonight, which I didn't appreciate. So I agree with you, man. We got to find us a viable pass rusher somehow in the draft or in free agency this coming season, man. We get an edge rusher that can get to the quarterback. The defensive top 5 easily. I agree with you on that. Let's ring the bell on that. I definitely agree with you on that. Definitely. T-Dub says that bomb Cam Jordan said we the worst in the NFL. We the worst what? What did Cam say? Because I heard he made some headlines going into the game, but I don't know what he said. What did he say, T-Dub? What did he say? ATL Jordan faces one interception wasn't all his fault. I know I saw some people saying that Bijan possibly ran the wrong route. Well, maybe stopped on his route a little too early. I'm gonna go back and watch the game sometime between now and Tuesday because I didn't watch it the second time, which I normally do. And I'm sorry, I hit the wrong thing when we said that. JJ Ayers says Ritter was showing y'all his arm strength across the body throws and fadeaway drops. JJ, I think you being, as they say, facetious with us. Crimzino said I think Arthur Smith is holding Ritter and the whole offense back without a doubt. So Crimzino said we need a new offensive coordinator, a new head coach. What y'all think? New head coach, new offensive coordinator. What y'all think? Diva says Arthur Smith's crazy play call. I'm just ready and think we all ready for a true OC. Yeah, I'm in the same boat with you on that. I definitely agree with you on that, Diva. Shadrian, what's up? Says better not see them draft another damn offensive player in the first round again when we clearly need a pass rusher. What's up, though, Tyler? What's happening with you, bro? Let's ring the bell for you on that. What's going on? Crimzino says Taysom Hill is a good player. He's big and hard to take down. Yeah, that's who Atlanta tried to make Felipe Franks into. You know, we try to make him as our Taysom Hill. Felipe Franks. Felipe Franks is not as talented as Taysom Hill at all. Jimmy says when Ritter threw the second INT, Ragone sat with him and went over the reads. Okay, I got you. I said in the conference, Ragone called that play because he noticed a mismatch and it worked perfectly. Okay. Hey, maybe he grooming Ragone to take over. You know, a lot of us don't like Arthur Smith as a play caller, so maybe he grooming him to take over. Facebook user says, Rouse up to you. Facebook user, how you feeling tonight? Russell says, might have to relocate. I think tearing down that church put a curse on it. Don't start that, Russell. Right after the church got knocked down, 23 happened to been says the London Falcons. So you're going to move us all the way to the UK. Let's ring the bell for maybe the London Falcons. We all got to take a fight to see our team. I'm not going to touch that church topic. Ms. B says, Cam Jordan is obsessed with the Falcons. He loves keeping our name in his mouth. Yeah. Cam has always been like a antagonist of the Falcons. You know, he's kind of like speaking of Roddy White, he's kind of like D. Roddy White. Like Roddy would always antagonize New Orleans. He always antagonized Atlanta. But did Cam play today? Did Cam Jordan play for New Orleans today? Because I don't remember hearing his name. Was he injured or was he suspended? Or like, did he play at all today, Ms. B? I do not remember hearing Cam Jordan's name at all today. Winston says, can we stop the experiment with Akuda? Playing the number one quarterback position to have him on less talent. He's getting cooked against the number ones. Yeah. He was getting cooked early today, boy. He was getting cooked real early today. And one play early in the game, I forgot who called. I think it was Olave, maybe. He took like the worst tackling angle, or not necessarily an angle, but he made the worst decision. Like, it was obvious that the guy was going to catch the ball. He was going to give up the play. But instead of securing the tackle, it's almost like he gambled and went for the interception after the guy had caught the ball. It was very weird. I don't know if you remember the play I'm talking about, Winston, but it was just a poor decision that he made. Crimzino says Cam getting dementia. He hitting people too much. But y'all banging on Cam Jordan here tonight, bro. Coach says sent the snippet of the interview to your inbox. Appreciate it, bro. I'm gonna check it out when I get off. T-Dubs is the worst team in the NFL. Who is that? You talking about the Bagheads? Is that the Bagheads? ATLAX can God to eat his words? So they ended up pounding on the sidelines early. I think you're saying can Cam eat his words today end up pounding on the sidelines early? I think that's what you mean to say, ATL Alex. So let me know for real. Trey, what's up, Trey? Notice how the offense went straight run after the Yep. I did notice that, bro. Arthur Smith said, no, dog, you're not finna be sitting here doing these interceptions on me again today. Heineke already hurt Logan Woodside. He ain't played all season in the regular season. So, hey, get right, brother. Get right. It said, poor Felipe. Shout out to Felipe. Let's ring the bell. Felipe Franks. What is Felipe doing right now? Anybody heard from Felipe? Oh, Felipe Franks. Good old Felipe. Todrick Davis in the building. What's happening with Todrick? How you feeling tonight, bro? Says, What's up, Tyler? How you doing, brother? We hadn't had Waffle House in a while on Fridays. Yeah, man. I was saying earlier, man. I had every intention, Tyler, to do it this past Friday, man. I had every intention. I had already started planning in my head what I wanted the topics to be and what I wanted to talk about for Waffle House on Friday. But I had a lot of family that came in for Thanksgiving on Thursday, and after we ate, we sat down, we just started talking, we started laughing, we started playing cards, and I didn't end up leaving my grandmother's house till very late. And then when I got home, it took me a while to wind down, so I stayed up very late Thursday night, and then I had to get up early on Friday. And when Friday got here, man, when Friday night came around, like Friday evening, I was just tired. I didn't have it in me. Waffle House go late, late, late. And I just knew my body needed some rest, man. So unfortunately, I was not able to do it. But God willing, I'll be doing it this Friday, or we'll be doing it this Friday, God willing. So we'll be back on and popping on Friday. Waffle House will be in effect, so we'll be on the boat for Friday for sure, for sure. Mike said Smith was saying how mentally tough Ritter is. I don't think he sees how bad he really is. Meaning, I think Smith will take a quarterback high. I hope not, man. I feel like it's time to take a quarterback, Mike, man. For real, bro. I think it's time to draft the quarterback, man. Because let's say let's just say Terry and Arthur stay here. That'll be their fourth draft. And I just don't feel like, man, like you can go 4 drafts without getting a quarterback. I just feel like it's time to finally draft a quarterback, Mike. I really do. I feel like last year was that time, but they didn't do it. Okay. What's done is done. But this 4th year, you got to get your quarterback, man. You got to. You got to get your QB, man. What's up, man? I'm sorry, y'all, but I just don't think rid of that guy, man. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I don't think he's that guy. I just don't think he's that guy. I think overall he's a cool guy, cool dude. And I can actually see, after seeing him play a lot this year, I can see why his teammates say he has good leadership skills. I can see it. I'm gonna give credit where credit is due and credit is earned. I can see it. I see he's constantly rallying the team when he's on the field a lot. But that don't make up for lack of talent, man. I don't care. I don't give a damn. You still gotta have that talent too. That leadership stuff can only go so far if you ain't got the proper talent. But we'll see how that go, man. I guess we got a while till the draft get here. ATL Alexa, ATL, your name always be tongue twisting me. ATLAX. I be trying to talk too fast. Cam had to eat his words today, end up pounding the sideline. I missed that, man. I missed it. What did Cam do today? I don't recall like saying his name. I don't recall him making no big plays. Did I just miss it or what? Y'all, did Cam Jordan do anything today? Did Cam Jordan do anything today? Please let me know. Did he do anything today? Jimmy says, I know our fans hate primetime games, but if we can win these next few weeks, we could possibly get flexed late to the Sunday night football. I think our fans like primetime games. At least I know I do. I like primetime games. I'm cool with it. No, I don't know if the fans got anything against primetime games. Not that I'm aware of anyway. So we'll see. We'll see. Honestly, man, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. Like, we kind of should win out. And again, I'm gonna be real. Don't get mad at me, y'all. I'm just gonna be honest now. Y'all know how we do. I'm not saying that we like a real good team or nothing, but we playing bums. We playing the rest of our schedule. We just playing bums. Jets, Colts, Baghead Aints again, Tampa, the Kings in Carolina, Chicago. We playing the worst teams. We're playing the worst teams in the league pretty much the rest of our schedule. So we shouldn't lose no more than 1 game. If that. 2 at the very most. 2 at the very most is the most we should win. But again, we are the Falcons. So we gotta see how it play out. We gotta see how it play out. But we got a cupcake schedule, man. Like cupcake. Shadra said he played, but he got hurt in the 3rd or 4th. Okay. That makes sense then. That makes sense. I don't think he did that much. Trey says y'all do know the Mainz fans was tailgating last night at the Benz like they were last night. Damn. So what? So you saying they got that Saturday night tailgate? Damn. But that don't surprise me because so many of them live in Atlanta. It don't really surprise me. It don't surprise me. That's always a fun game to go to though. New Orleans, Atlanta, in Atlanta. That's always a fun game to go to, man. Because the tailgate be off the chain and just the banter from Falcons fans and New Orleans fans. It always make a good time. I've always thoroughly enjoyed myself anytime I went to a Atlanta New Orleans game. And I give them props. Like I say, a lot of them live here now, so they got that to their advantage. But they normally show up pretty good. But props to our fans this game too, because we was making noise in that earlier today. I seen Derek Carr put his hand over his ears because he was trying to make sure he could hear. So our fans showed up and showed out too. So shout out to the Atlanta fans who went to the game. Ms. B says, I saw him on the sideline, but I don't remember seeing him on the field. I'm not sure what happened. If you're speaking of Derek Carr, I think somebody said he got hurt third or fourth quarter. So that's probably why we didn't hear a whole lot of him. Mike says Cam played, but I heard he got hurt. Okay, yeah. So Mike said he did get hurt. Davis says I always love the bang, so I can go back and watch the game closer. When you say bang, what do you mean, Ms. Diva? Specify that for me so I know exactly what you're talking about. Trey says we're getting rooms at Grady for the boss. Let's ring the bell for getting them rooms. Let's ring the bell for getting them some rooms at Grady, prepaid on behalf of the Atlanta Falcons. Winston says Okuda keep playing the trail tech, and that's why he got cooked on that play. Yep. Against Olave. Sometimes you have to realize that you have to make the tackle instead of play on the ball. Perfectly said. And I absolutely agree. And that's exactly what happened. You said that exactly how it went. Trey said he's not ready. Diva says we tailgated New Orleans like we at home. We all rise up. We sent the visitors home. Plus, most of them live here. Now, yep, I mentioned that just a moment ago. And shout out to the Falcons for never putting New Orleans on our scoreboard. They always put visitors every single year. So the Falcons doing their own little trolling also. Mike says, I agree we need a quarterback. Yeah, we got to get a quarterback, man. we got to get a quarterback, man. The regular season going to be over soon. What we got? 5 or 6, 11? So we only have 6 games left? We only got like a little bit over a month left in the regular season. Unfortunately, y'all, football is almost over with. Football is the fastest sport as far as the amount of time they play. You know that because now they're about to play like state games in high school. The college football, they're about to start the playoffs. I mean the conference championship games and then the playoffs. NFL only got like a little bit over a month left in the regular season, man. So, the NFL season go like that. You only play 17 regular season games, so almost every game matters in the NFL. It's nothing like basketball. It's nothing like baseball. And that's why it's the best sport. You don't get games that just bullshit around. Like baseball, you might get just bullshit for them at all, man. We'll get right. We'll get right in July. NBA, they do load management. They don't even play. Someone don't even play back to back, so they play so many games. Football, oh no, you got to play, buddy. You got to come to play, dog. You know what I'm saying? You got to come to play. We ain't got 17 of these things. So you got to bring it every single game. So football is a very unique sport. And that's why it's the best sport. All the games matter. They matter, man. They matter. Cremzino says, I agree with you, Todd. I'm not rooting against him, but I don't see a higher ceiling than what he has now. The inconsistency shows he's a solid backup. Let's ring the bell for that. Yeah, I agree with you on that, bro. We're probably gonna have to talk about that a little bit later on too, man. It's like, man, I'm trying to let the positivity ooze out of me because we beat New Orleans today. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be positive and stay positive about it. But we might have to talk about that before we get off this broadcast, bro. Coach as well says he's good at rallying the team, give him a skirt and pom-poms and stuff. Like, damn, Coach, you just banging on the quarterback. Golly. Man, you and Mac Hollins just be banging on Ritter. What's up, Eric? Says we'll probably lose the Colts game. Oh, man, I hope not, Eric. Why you say that, Eric? Tell me why you say that. I'm interested to know why you say that. Raymond says, Todd, after 3 years, do you see Arthur Smith's situation of play calling improving? Let me light my cigar real quick. No, I don't. I don't. No, I don't. Unfortunately, no, I don't. I really don't. It'd be sometimes when it seems like, oh, okay, yeah, he got it. And it'd be other times be like, bro, what are you doing? So no, I don't. And it seems like by year three, it'll be, you would think it would have improved to a noticeable improvement difference, but I'm not seeing that with him. I'm really not, and it is concerning. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wallace, what's up? What's up, Wallace? How you doing tonight, bro? So what's going on with China? We had a good win today, and we needed. Yeah, we did need that, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, Wallace. Like I was kind of thinking before the game. I knew I was confident we would win the game, but as I'm brainstorming with myself, I was like, look, if by chance we come out here and we let New Orleans, beat our ass in our crib. They come in here, they blow us out some way, somehow. We fumble a lot, we throw a lot of interceptions, or what have you. Our Smith may get fired after the game. Like, if they would have came here earlier today, they'd have beat us by like 21, 24, 27 points. Yeah, I think Blank would have been like, okay, yeah, that's enough. I've seen enough. Let's let him go. Let him go. Let him go. If we'd have got blew out today at home, coming off a bye week, I think Blank would have let him go, man. Straight up. Even though we still would have been technically in the playoff race, but I think Blank would have been had enough by that time. I think he would have let him go. I say that to say this. You're right, Wallace. We needed this win today. We needed this win, and we still are undefeated in the NFC South. We still are undefeated. Ain't nobody beat us in the South yet. So what we got? Three more division games. We beat New Orleans again. We beat Tampa again. We beat Carolina again. Hey, easy street. And we really can handle all these teams easily if everybody, play like they capable of playing. I don't know who's gonna be quarterback in all those games, I'm guessing Ritter. But man, if we had some good quarterback play this year, boy, y'all would if we had competent quarterback play, nobody would really want to see us in the playoffs. Yeah, I know you got Mahomes out there. I know you got Jalen Hurts and Philly and their offensive defensive line. Yeah, but if we had like a dog quarterback right now, oh boy, y'all wouldn't want to see Atlanta. I'm not saying we win a Super Bowl, but boy, y'all wouldn't want to see us. Y'all wouldn't want to see us if we had competent quarterback play. That's what we missing right now. We just missing competent quarterback play. That's what we're missing, man. It'd be frustrating me sometimes. I got frustrated a little bit today watching the game. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know me. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, man. I was frustrated in some parts of watching the game today. I was frustrated. I was getting pissed off. Started cussing because I just like New Orleans. That should have been the game. We should have ran the ticket up on them. We should have ran the ticket up. We should have ran the ticket up to at least 40 on them. 40 to like 15. We should have just ran that ticket up. But we just don't have the ability to run the ticket up right now. And that just frustrates the hell out of me because I feel like for the most part, the rest of the team is in place. Yeah, we still got weak areas too. But that quarterback room is really holding us back right now. We got to address that. Davis is bangs when you point out the bad stuff. Okay, I got you. Winston says Carr finished the game. Jordan did. Jimmy Hollis is banging for Ritter being right now future backup. Let's ring the bell. Let's ring the bell for that, Jimmy Hall. Yeah, he gonna make a hell of a backup, bro. He gonna make a hell of a backup. Trey Alliance, the game ball goes to Jesse Bates. I agree with. Let's ring the bell for that too. Game ball going to Jesse Bates. Yeah, I agree with you on that, bro. I definitely agree. Hey, shout out to Jesse Bates, man. You been a hell of a signing for us, man. Hell of a signing for us. I love it. Winston says Helms looked damn good out there today. Star. He did, man. Yeah, he was getting to the ball, man. Playing with some aggression. I like that. I'm gonna give the team credit though. They just seemed like they was refocused coming out off the bye. Even though I was a little frustrated in certain parts of the game, like, man, come on, y'all, stop bullshit. But I like. They seem hyped. They seem rested. Like the bye week did them well. Like they didn't want to let us down in Atlanta, you know. And I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that, fact. So thank you for that. Thank you for not coming off the bye week and embarrassing us in front of our rivals, man. I appreciate that. Shout out to y'all for that. DJ Gaming in the building. What's happening? What's your DJ? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? How you feeling? Crimzino said, "There's your answer." He lit the sick. Wow, man. What's poppin'? What's poppin', DJ, man? We just in here chilling, man. Late night trip, man. Late night trip. Mike says Ritter's new nickname should be the roller coaster. He's so up and down. Oh, damn. Oh, what's that big roller? What's that? The free fall for all the Georgia people. Anybody who done been to Six Flags over Georgia, the free fall, man. Like when I was young, like that was like the ride. I don't know what it is now because I don't do them scary. I don't ride roller coasters no more. I've been stopped doing that. I stopped getting on roller coasters after like 14, 15 years old. I just realized I'm not a thrill seeker. Well, back in the day, the free fall at Six Flags, oh, that would fuck you up. That would mess you up, man. I remember I probably got on a free fall 2 or 3 times, but I was young. You know, when you're young, you just be reckless. I'm talking about 10, 11, 12 years old. But boy, as I got older, I was like, no, sirree, that stuff is not for me. No, I don't do no roller coaster. Not at all. None. I'm good. I don't do none of that stuff. None at all. These are not only win, L across the NFC South. DJ Gamer says, I don't know if it's just me, but Art Smith looks so nervous, like you can tell he in a hot seat. Hey, he knew he needed this game, man. He knew he needed this game, man. He knew it. You couldn't come out here and get embarrassed, man. Especially on 50 years of we celebrating 50 years of hip hop, man. Like hey man, this Atlanta, man. You can't come out there and lay an egg and we doing a celebratory thing at the Benz. You can't do it, man. You can't do it. But shout out to Art Smith. I be getting Art Smith hell a lot, but I think he was pretty solid today overall. He made some questionable calls here and there, but I think for the most part, he coached a pretty fairly good game overall today. It be like that when you win. That's how it be a lot of times when you win the game. Davis said, I felt the same way. Like Artemis was on edge today. He knows these fans done turned. Yeah, he toxic Arthur. Hey, when he called us toxic, he lost a lot of favoritism with the fan base. So we watching him with under the microscope now. So yeah, you're right. And he done changed his tone since then too. Now he comes to the press conference. He's not as brash and obtrusive as he once was. He's for him. He's still an arrogant asshole, but he's humbled himself a tad bit since then. As much as you're gonna get from Arthur Smith, Mr. FedEx himself. My dog A1 Forever's in the building. What's happening with you, bro? I seen you out there stunned. I seen you out there today, man. You was looking good, man. Looked like you had a good time, man. A great experience. I saw you out there on social media, bro. Also, y'all make sure to show my dog some love also on YouTube, please. Make sure that if you're not subscribed to A1 Forever, make sure that you subscribe to his channel. Excellent content creator. I'm not going to just say Falcons because he does a lot of different content revolving around Georgia sports. So make sure to show him some love like you show me some love. Run up the subs, run up the likes, run up the comments. Y'all know how we do. What's happening with your tip? What's going on, bro? What's popping, dog? Let's see. I forgot to read the comment. It says we win the division and we stay undefeated. Yes, that's the plan too, bro. Just win the rest of the division. That's it. Just sweep the division. Sweep the baghead ain'ts. Sweep the kitty cats in Carolina, and them dudes down in Tampa too. Just sweep, and everything will fall into place. Marlon, what's up? What's going on? Says coach better coach these next crucial games like his job on the line. I agree, man. Hey, it's crunch time, man. Like we just said a moment ago, Mark. Hey, man, season almost over, bro. Unfortunately, season is starting to wind down. It's starting to get a little colder outside too. So that's when all right, football about to be over with. When the weather started hitting the 30s and the 40s in Georgia, yeah, football about to be over with because the season done changed. So, yeah, we only got 6 regular season games left, man. That's only a little bit over a month's worth of football. That's not a long time when you're talking about football at all. Let's see. Wallace says, yeah, if we go 6-0 on the division, we'll win the division and have a home play. Let's get it, man. Wallace, that'll be our first. Wallace, that would be our first time hosting a playoff game in our crib. In our crib. You know, not saying that would be the first time hosting one in Atlanta, because of course that's not true. But in our crib. We done hosted some at the Georgia Dome, which is no longer with us. RIP to the Georgia Dome. Rest in peace to the Georgia Dome. But I mean, Mercedes Benz Stadium. We haven't hosted a playoff game in Mercedes Benz Stadium, and that thing been over since 2017. So it's like 8 years old now. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Come on. Well, no, I think I did my math wrong. About 7 years old. Going on 7 years old. My bad. Sorry. Air Park says, I got a good feeling. Miss you. Will do something to win. I could be wrong about that, but he sometimes win games that I think he should lose. Okay, I can go for that. I can go for that. You talking about the Colts, right? Hopefully we win that game. I'm thinking we're gonna win that game, but I can dig it, man. You never know messing around with Atlanta, bro. If we just keeping it a break, you never know with us. Y'all know how we do sometimes. Trey Alliance says Patterson sets the tone. I agree. That's the problem with the offense. I agree. He's definitely a tone setter, man. Definitely an emotional leader on this team without a shadow of a doubt, man. That's what I really wish. I wish we could have got CP earlier in his career, man. I really do. I don't know if he'll play another year after this season, because this is the last year he's on a contract with Atlanta. And age is starting to creep up on him along with injuries. So but I do wish we would have got him a lot sooner in his NFL career, because he just seems like a player that just really loves playing for this franchise and playing in front of these fans and playing for the city and representing Atlanta. You know, you always like to get a good player like that who embraces, the brand, embraces the culture and the team. And Patterson definitely does that for sure. Miss B says, we made the playoffs, we probably getting kicked out immediately. Yeah, you're probably right, too. We ain't ready for the team like Eagles 49 and Dallas. I agree with you on that, Miss B. I agree with you on that wholeheartedly. I definitely agree with you on that. Diva says, I think CP was the reason, too. He changed in it. Yes, he definitely did. His tone, Trey Allen said it earlier. He sets the tone. He definitely sets the tone. Emotional leader. Vocal leader, he just brings that vibe in when he comes in the game, and we really be needing that. You don't really see that off nobody else really on the team to the magnitude that he do it. Ritter don't do it, even though he tries, but he just don't set the tone like Patterson has a penchant to do. Bijan, he's just real quiet. That don't seem like that's in Bijan's personality. Tyler you try to do it sometimes, but he ain't got it. And that's just really never been Grady. So and CP, that's the guy that does it on our team. He does it well. Trey Allen says today physicality was on point. I agree. Definitely agree. And like I said earlier, man, I think the bye week did as well. I think it did a lot of good for us in the bye week. I really do. Shaden said they better not lost today when we was honoring the city. Yeah, no, bro. The day was not the day to lose, man. That would have been a terrible look, man. It would have been a terrible look. Terrible look. Miss B said, did they play CP more today because we hate the Aints and he be Bulldogs at them? We were saving him for the game. Possibly. Because, it seemed like he take pride and just doing it to New Orleans. And again, that's one thing I love about him. He really embraced the rivalry. And going back once again, that's one thing that I loved about Roddy White. He embraced the rivalry. So, you're probably right on that, Miss B. Marlon says, I'm glad that ATL launched their weapons today. CP84, TA25, CP8, DL5, BR7, and DR9. That sounds like a R&B group. Keep it going. Trey Allen says he finally coached for 4 quarters. Yeah, that's what I say. I'm gonna give Smith his flowers today. He coached a fairly good game today, so I gotta give him some props. I ain't got a lot of complaints with him today. Coach says the first drop of the Scream Machine was sickening too at Six Flags in the day. Don't know if they said, yeah, man. I didn't got too old for that kind of stuff, bro. I started riding roller coasters when I was like 15, 16 years old, bro. I realized at that point in time, I'm not a thrill seeker. This don't make me feel good, like feeling like my whole body about to leave, my body about to leave my body. So I'm not a roller coaster guy. I stopped that when I was, like I said, 15, 16 years old. Free fall, they used to bring you all the way up there. They just sit you high up in the air, and they kind of bend you forward a little bit. And you don't know when you're gonna drop. Oh no, I'm good on that, bro. I'm good. I remember last time I went to Six Flags with my friends. We probably in our mid-20s, I think. So it's been a while. It's been like 20 years since I've been to Six Flags. But and they were trying to talk me into riding roller coaster. I'm like, bro, I'm good. I like y'all have a good time. Like, Tyler, you ain't gonna get on the ride. I think they had a Ninja at that time. Like, you ain't gonna get on it. I'm like, no, bro, I'm not getting on this, y'all. I'm good. Like, I hold y'all phones, y'all wallets. I'm gonna be that guy. Yeah, y'all just give me all y'all stuff. I'll sit there and hold it. And then they got a one ride. I forgot what it's called, but it was new. And I'm telling y'all, when they got off that ride, and they got off and they started walking back toward me, because like I said, I was holding everybody's stuff. I had everybody's wallet, everybody's phone, everything everybody wanted to give to me. I held it because I was not getting on no roller coaster. And just a look on their face. They looked like they were just like someone was like moving funny, like they was like it's hard to describe, but I could just tell they went well. Like their ride, that was like they were like, bro, I'm like, look at y'all, dog. Like y'all can't even walk straight. You barely can talk. I'm like, that's why I don't want to get on that. I don't want to feel like that. Like I'm good on all that. And they were just staggering, and speech was all slurred. I forget the name of that ride, but it was a very popular ride. Because I know they stood in line for damn near 2 hours because it was new and everybody wanted to ride it. I'm like, bro, I'm not getting on that. I'm like, man, let's ride these bumper cars. Let's get on Splashwater Falls. Let's get on all the water stuff. Like, man, that's all kid stuff, man. Like, don't be no punk. Like, hey, I'm gonna be a punk today. I'm not riding that stuff with y'all. DJ Gamers is the commentator said it perfectly. Coach Smith tries to be too fancy, just run a regular play. Yeah, man, just run it, man. Leave that wishbone for the high school. Leave that triple option for the high school kids. DJ Gamers said, I'd rather have missed you than Iter right now. Oh, boy, y'all have messed with Riddle. Davis says, how many sacks did we get today? That's a good question. Let me see. How many did we? I don't think if we got in, it probably went more than one or two. I don't recall. But let's see. AK had one, and that's it. We only had one today, and that was by AK-17. Arnold Abel-Katie had the only sack today. I do remember him getting that sack because I was surprised that the Derek Carr didn't fumble the ball, but that's the only one we got. Patrick said, what was your take on the fourth down call? Agree or disagree? Would you have taken the field? I'm taking the field goal, bro. I'm about to go ahead and get some points. Let's just go ahead and get some points, man. It's early in the game. Let's just put some points on the board and try to build some positive momentum. Hey, but that's Arthur Smith, man. That joker don't like to punt. He don't. He probably don't even like to punt him. You know what I'm saying? He probably don't even like to punt him. I don't know, but he don't like to punt. But I would have taken the field goal, Tydra. I'm putting some points on the board. When it says CP is our Haslam, yeah, that's a good analogy. I like using Bijan and CP early and Azure as a closer. I like that too. Azure is our closer. He's definitely our closer. Big Mike said, hold on. I don't like the fact we have 4 road games. I didn't realize that, but I do know we had a lot of home games early in the season. NFL was trying to do us a favor. They want to get Atlanta to playoffs. They're like, look, man, Atlanta, come on. Y'all a popping city. You're a bigger market. You like the 6th or 7th biggest market. Y'all ain't been in playoffs in a long time. Like, we're going to get y'all an easy schedule. We're going to let y'all play a lot of early home games so y'all can build some momentum. We want y'all in the playoffs this year. Let's see if we can take advantage of the no-look pass that the NFL has obviously given us for the 2023 season. We shall see. And also, shout out to Bijan, man. Bijan played a good game. Y'all know sometimes I come on here and I give Bijan hell, not because I don't like him as a player, but I was not a fan of the pick. I always said that I think Bijan is an excellent athlete, excellent football player, but I just was not a fan of the pick. But I'm gonna give him his props when it's deserved. He played a hell of 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 a game today. Hell of a game. Almost had 100 rushing yards. He caught an absolutely beautiful pass for a touchdown that we really needed at the time to lock in the victory. So I got to give Bijan his props. Great game by Bijan. He just looked like the early Bijan today with the juking and all that stuff, the sidestepping. So he played a great game. So I want to make sure I give him his props. Let's see. We got so you talking to somebody on there. Marlon talking to somebody. Let's see, doing stuff with CJ. What's up, CJ? I used to be the operator. Okay. I used to be the operator of the screen machine back in the day. There's a Calvin Miller about it. What's happening, Calvin? What's going on with you, bro? What up, Ty? Good win. Ritter still sucks, though, and fire. So let's ring the bell for that. I definitely agree with that. But yeah, hey, dog. CJ, I'm telling you, bro, I was not messing. When I got like 14, 15, I'm like, I'm done with these roller coasters, bro. I don't see what y'all seeing this stuff. And I know some people are thrill seekers. I realized at a young age, I was not a thrill seeker. And that free fall, oh boy. Like, at my last time riding that thing was 13 years old, and I knew at that point in time, I didn't want no more of that ride, man. That ride did something to me. I didn't want no more of that ride. And then, because, this is back in the day. I'm talking about the 80s and, early 90s, when I was going to Six Flags Heavy. So this is before they had all the advanced roller coasters that they got now. And then when I started going in my 20s, like I said, all my friends were like, bro, you ain't gonna get on the roller coaster. I'm like, no, dog, y'all can stop asking me. I'm not getting on these roller coasters. Y'all crazy. Y'all see how high that thing is? Like, bro, like I don't like to be scared, bro. I like what I'm saying by that is I don't like to intentionally scare myself. I don't get no thrill out there. I don't like to intentionally scare myself. Like when they had like back when what's some thing called on Halloween? What you call them things on Halloween, y'all? Scary houses? Is it haunted houses? But anyway, I think it's haunted houses. We having a haunted house on Halloween, like, bro, let's go to a haunted house. Like, no, I'm not going to that, dog. I don't want to intentionally scare myself. Like, no. I don't want to do nothing where I'm intentionally just like I almost put my life at risk in a sense. That don't do nothing for me. That don't do nothing for me. Y'all have a good time. I'm gonna be here. I have your cell phone. I'm gonna have your wallet. I'm gonna have your drink, your food. It's all gonna be safe and secure. I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna hand it right to you. When you come out there, you looking like you about to throw up on yourself. Like I seen a lot of my homeboys look like they about to throw up on themselves. I'm like, bro, see what do y'all get out of there? What do y'all get out of there? But no, that ain't never been me though. But what's happening with CJ? Let me see. DJ Games' honor is really stepping up. He's been getting pressure to me. Yeah. And I'm hoping, man, he can continue to progress. I don't know thus far if he's really been the guy that we thought he would be when we drafted him. But hopefully he can continue to progress, man. Because like, as y'all know, man, we need help rushing the passer badly. That's a big Achilles heel. So we need a guy that can solve that issue for us very badly. ATLAX is not the ninja. Wrote it on once and on once. That ride beat me up with the headrest, gave me a concussion. Damn. I swear to God, I had a headache for 2 days afterwards. See, ATL, what like I be wondering, like, bro, what do y'all get out of that, man? Dog, these rides are finna mess with y'all. Like, don't that good come out these roller coasters, man? Like, why y'all doing this to y'all? So let go get on these bumper cars. Let go get on Splash Water Falls. Just something easy going, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That ain't, bumper cars ain't gonna give you no concussion, bro. You can just go in there and bump the little kids and, the old lady. You can just go in there and dominate. In bumper cars, I was a bumper car champ, boy. I stayed on bumper cars. Like, yeah, y'all gonna ride in a roller coaster? I'm gonna be in the bumper car line with these 8-9-year-olds in the soccer moms. Something that I know ain't gonna scare the hell out of me. But y'all have fun. Oh man. Coach says, let's not forget Lamon. He did his thing again. They shut up Nate Lamon. That's my dog, man. Nate Lamon is my boy. That's my boy right there. Troy Anderson, you are not getting your job back, dog. Nate Lamon got that on lock. You ain't getting that job back when you come back next week, Troy. You can forget about it. You ain't getting that job back, bro. Shaden said nobody wants to tackle Algier in the fourth quarter. No, they don't. That's why he's even more important than Ritter take care of the damn ball. Yeah, you don't want to see Tyler Algier in the fourth quarter, especially when he rested, like he was today. Oh, he was painting them dude today, man. He was painting them bag head ain'ts. He was just painting their ass today. DJ said the game we played today reminded me of Mariota offense, just run the ball and keep it out of Mariota. Yep, that's exactly what it was, dog. That's exactly what it was. Exactly what it was. Pasta Girl in the building. What's happening, Pasta Girl? What's going on the West Coast? Says the real topic is what receiver we take in the first round. Oh, don't do that, Pasta Girl. Don't do that, Pasta. Boy, they better not take it. Pasta Girl, if they take a wide receiver, Pasta Girl, you're gonna start it. Pasta Girl, you're gonna have to start a GoFundMe because I'm gonna go to Flower Branch. I'm gonna put some hands with somebody. So if they take a wide receiver in the first round, do your dog a favor, Pasta Girl. Just start to GoFundMe for my bail money. Because I'm gonna get some felony charges because I'm gonna go put some hands on somebody and Flower Branch for playing with us. I'm just joking, y'all. I'm just joking. This is all jokes. It's all jokes. Scared. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot what they would call DJ game. I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old, bro. I'm getting old, man. I forget what they would call. But you know what I mean. I don't want you scaring me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be walking in no dark house and you jumping out on me. I'm likely to swing on you, man. So you done cause a reaction that you didn't want. I said, don't mess with me. I would stay away from stuff like that, bro. I would stay away from stuff like that. Mike says Anderson coming back. Anderson who? Who you mean? Which Anderson? You gotta be specific for me, man. Mike said I agree. No roll. Yeah, I'm good on that, big Mike. Yeah, I'm straight on that. I'm good on that. Trey Allen said Ellis is new key brooking. You mean he making tackles 8 yards down the field? Mr. Jump on the pile. That what Key Brooking was good for. Jumping on the pile. DJ Gamer says, what I like from Ritter is that we ran the ball more. We know he got speed. He just got to keep using it. I agree on that. Don't start that, Pops Girl. Don't come here starting that noise. Talking about trade up and more. They better not do that. They better. They would have do that. I might have to do like Ritter. I might have to take a year off from the Falcons. They do some crazy like that. I might just take a year off from the Falcons. They trade up from Marvin Harrison Jr. I know they're not serious about winning a football game. I might just take me a day. I might do my own lockout as a fan. Yeah, I'm gonna lock out this year, bro. Y'all do what y'all want. I'm gonna lock out as a fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tune out from NFL this year. I'm gonna lock my own self out as a fan. Coach said if they get anything other than the QB, set up a GoFundMe. And hell no, I ain't playing. I done paid too much to the team. That's what I meant with it too, Coach. Like, bro, man, and Pasta Girl playing to my again a trainer for Mara Harrison Jr. Oh, bro, I couldn't take it at that point. I couldn't take it. I done took a lot of stuff. I done took 28, 3, and everything in between. But boy, you trade up and get a wide receiver. I'm gonna have to take a year off as a fan. I'm gonna take a year off. I might be like under 3,000. I might just make me a flute album and release it the day before the Super Bowl starts. Oh man, y'all got me tripping tonight. Tracy's tired of scared of the Monster Plantation. Oh, I ain't doing none of that. No way and no how. If it's a roller coaster trade, I'm going to tell you ahead of time. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not riding no roller coaster. My roller coaster ride days ended in like 1990, 91, 92 at the most. No, not even 92, because that's the year that Dr. Dre released the Chronic. So I was done with roller coasters by then. By 91, I was done with roller coasters. I realized they weren't for me. I didn't like the way they made me feel after I get off of them. I didn't like being that high in the air, looking down and all that stuff. I was good. No. I remember one day I went with my uncle, right? We went to Six Flags. And this joker done bought a picture of all of us screaming, coming down one of these roller coasters. I'm like 10, 11 years old. I'm like, man, you see our face? Boy, you see how we looking? That's not a look of enjoyment. Boy. Mac Town in the building. What's happening with you, Mac Town? 478 stand up. So you jump out and scare me, you might need to take some workers. Mac Town, let's ring the bell for that. That's what I'm saying, Mac Town. Like, bro, don't scare me, bro. You gonna catch a reflex that you don't want to catch. That's why I don't pay to get myself scared. I don't try to intentionally scare myself, man. I get no fun out of that. I'm not a thrill seeker type. So if I go to like a scary house or a haunted house or something like that, no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. I remember a girl I was talking to at one time back in the day. She wanted to go to the scary house. I'm like, I ain't going to that. Oh, come on, I want to go. So you can go by yourself. I'm not going. So you want me going there by myself? I'll be in the car. Go enjoy yourself. But no, I'm not into that. Don't scare me. Don't jump out on me like that, bro. Cause them instincts gonna end up taking over. And like Matt Time said, you might need some workers' comp. So don't scare me at all. Pons Girls, is it me or does Helen look better than Bates? Better with Bates than Grant? Hey, good point. Good point. And y'all, Pons Girl, then Richard Grant seemed like he played a little bit better today. I didn't see him getting burnt out there earlier today. So, maybe he had a pretty good game. But I do agree with you on that, Pons Girl. Wallace says, Todd, I hope we can go to New York, handle the Jets, and not get that third string quarterback and win. We should, Wallace. We should. I got us beating the Jets, Wallace, by at least 10 points. This is one of these games I'm not really worried about. But as a Falcons fan, I know, you got to at least account for it. The Falcons might go down there and foul. We should win the game. Easily, I think. I don't know what the weather going to be like, but come on, man. You going down there and lose to a third-string quarterback. But, Wallace, better than me. You never know with this team, bro. You never know. DJ said, do you see us going 5-1 the rest of the season? I can see. The fan in me want to say, yeah. But, man, knowing this team, 4-2 at the worst. I'm gonna try to be a little more realistic, knowing the Falcons like I know the Falcons. Because the Falcons got at least one more Falcon game in them where they just do something inexplicably crazy. So 4-2 at the worst. I'm saying, they if we go 3-3, then we fail somewhere along the line. So 4-2 at the very worst. At the very, very worst. Marlon said, I hope they get a good spot in the draft to get the quarterback from Elias Jaden Daniels. Let's ring the bell for that because that's what I want to. I want Jaden Daniels also as well. You said we're going to playoff streak and you never know what can happen. I hope you're right, bro. You're right. Just you do just got to get in the tournament and you never know what can happen. Trey Allen said Monster Plantation was a water ride through a scary house. I'll say I ain't know about all that, bro. I ain't know about that. I ain't never been on Monster Plantation. A water ride through a scary house, I'm good on that. I like splash waterfalls. That was my speed. I knew I done been on splash waterfalls about 20 times. I don't even know they have that ride there anymore. That might be too conservative for people nowadays. They may feel like that ain't much of a thrill. But splash waterfalls in the summertime, I could ride it all day long at Six Flags. That was my ride. I probably rode that more than anybody in the history of that ride. That was my ride. I knew about that ride. You go up the ramp slow, you come down, and all that water gonna get you. If you sit on the side, you're gonna get more water on you. That was my ride. But all that other stuff, I'm good on that. I'm good on that. Coach said we know what's gonna happen. We're gonna get trashed. We can barely beat 500 teams and below. That's concerning. We're gonna have a discussion about it too. When I have my honest conversation, we're gonna have a discussion about that. Pause Girl said the Saints game we play in January might be for the division. I'll be for shaking the whole game. You could be correct. Hopefully New Orleans will fall off, but you could be correct. And I think that's the last game of the season, right? For us. That could decide the division. You may be right on that. You definitely may be right on that. Art Smith would draft. He better not draft Brock Bowers. And Brock Bowers, that's my boy. That's my favorite college player, but he better not draft Brock Bowers. No way. And with that said, free Kyle Pitts. Please free Kyle Pitts. With that said, free Kyle Pitts, but don't draft Brock Bowers. Don't make the same mistake twice. If we had a quarterback already here, I say draft him, but no. Please do not draft Brock Bowers. Don't make the same mistake twice. Please don't. Please. DJ Games said our record should be switched around, right? What you mean when you say that, DJ Games? Oh, what are we, 5-6? So you saying 6-5? If that's what you're saying, man, we should be betting that. But you know how the Falcons get, bro. You know the foolishness we get ourselves into. Coach says, "Come on, Tyler, stop it. Get on the May train." I like Drake May, Coach. I like Drake May. That was really when I started saying who I wanted. Drake May was really my first person. The reason you don't really see me talk about Drake May a lot because I feel like we don't really have a realistic chance to go get Drake May based on what this team would have to give up to move up that far in the draft. So the reason that I'm campaigning or advocating for Jaden Daniels so much because I feel like he possibly could be there whenever we draft. If we draft 12, 13, he may be there. If we draft 9, he may be there. If not, it would not cost us nearly as much to move up to get Jaden Daniels as it would a Drake May. But if some way, somehow, some chance we get Drake May, I'm more than happy with that. But I just think we got a more realistic chance of getting a Jaden Daniels. He may fall right into our lap, just like Jalen Carter did, even though we didn't draft him. Trey Allen said, "Did you ride the cable car then?" What's the cable car? You gotta tell me what that is. You gotta remind me because remember I ain't been a Six Flags in like 20, a little bit over 20 years. So what is the cable car exactly? DJ Games says, "You rode the Monster House ride at Six Flags." Nah, nothing with Monster in it, bro. No way. No. None of the scary houses, none of that stuff, bro. Not at all. DJ Games said, Did you see any of our games getting flexed to prime? I really miss us having primetime games. I'm gonna be honest. The only game I think we have a realistic chance of getting flexed would be the last game against New Orleans because of the rivalry game and because it being in New Orleans. That would be a key component because of the rivalry and it being in New Orleans. And if that game somehow decides the NFC champion, the NFC South champion, then that could get flexed. Outside of that, I don't see them flexing any other of the Falcons games because it's not real. Y'all don't get mad at me, but it's not real good football, to be honest. Look who we playing, and then look who we are right now. We happy we won today, but we still 5-6. That's how the rest of the world looking at y'all 5-6 Atlanta. You ain't got no quarterback. Move over there to the little boy tape. I can't see them flexing us in the Colts. I can't see them flexing us in the Jets. We really ain't got no powerhouse on the schedule left. But the New Orleans game would probably be the only one I would say. What's happening, King Richard? What's going on with you, man? Because what's good at on the Bird game, man? If Art Smith can get a passing game coordinator, we'll be unstoppable for real. I totally agree. I absolutely agree. Passing game coordinator and a quarterback. I really think, man, that's really what's stopping us from taking the next step as a team. And I said that a little earlier, man. We had a competent quarterback right now, boy. Bruh, you would hate to see us in the playoffs. You would hate to see us in a wild card game, a division game, even an NFC championship game. We had a competent quarterback right now. Since we look decent today, no way we shouldn't be 7-4 right now. I agree, man. Hey, we end up tricking out some games. I absolutely agree. Posgirl says, Tyler, what's your favorite Falcons uniform combo of all time? Damn, that's a good ass question. Let me ring the bell for that. Ring the bell for that. I'm gonna see if I can find it, and I'm gonna share it on the screen, and I'll let you know what it is. But it's the it's the red uniforms with here you go right here. Hold on, Pascal. I'm about to share the screen so you can see what it is. This is my all-time favorite by far. I love this combo. That's a good ass question. Nobody ever asked me that before. But that's it right here. You see there what Dion got on? The red helmet, their red jersey. That's my all-time favorite right there. I love that uniform combo right there. That's my all-time favorite. If they can ever bring them back, boy, that would be so fresh right now. They done brought the red helmets back, but they need to bring the red jerseys back with that old school emblem. But that's my favorite one right there. Back in the day, I think that was like 1989 when Dion used to rock that. Wallace said, "I agree with you, Toddy, and I would like us to draft Jaden Daniels also." Let's ring the bell for that. Yes, that's who I got on my priority list. Wallace. Number one guy that I'm trying to get is Jaden Daniels, man. I really like that kid. Um, he has a lot of experience playing quarterback, and he's still relatively young with a lot of experience. He's only 22 years old right now. Great arm, great athleticism, dual threat quarterback. Played in the toughest conference, the SEC. I really like what I see from Jaden Daniels, man. I would be so happy if we can get that kid. DJ Gamer says, you can tell Ritter and Drake landed best friends. The first pass to Drake, he had an old boy behind Drake wide open for. Yeah, he was wide open, bro. You right, DJ Gaming. He threw it to Drake, but he had, I think it was Scotty Miller, if I remember right. He was wide open for a touchdown. Wide open for a touchdown. We didn't hit him. Trail line said it takes you however the park to the other side of the park. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I did ride that one time when I was younger. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like I forget the name of it, but yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. You get on those and it take you from one side to the other, and you be on like these cable cars. I know exactly what you're talking about. I did ride that when I was younger, but I hadn't rode it since I was like a real young kid. But I rode it one time. Scott, what's up with Scott? How you doing tonight? Feels good to be on the winning sideline again. Hopefully we can build off this dub. I totally agree. Hey, let's keep up the momentum, bro. Let's keep it going. Totally agree with you. Big Mike says, I'm getting a feeling you don't like. Oh boy. Boy. I hate snakes, dog. Really, Mike. I'm an anti-reptile guy. I don't like no kind of reptile. And I don't even like to talk about it because I feel like if I talk about it, I'm gonna jinx myself. Snakes, lizards, frogs, no reptile. But yeah, oh man, boys, no. If it's one pet, you can guarantee that I will never buy. It's a snake. I have no reason to. No, I can't stand snakes, dog. Not at all. My dog Nate, dog in the middle. What's happening with you, Nathan? Nathan says, this might have been one of the best home games I've ever been to. It's not even just because we won. Okay, see that's good to hear. Was it because of the concert? Was it because of the vibe? Because I could tell from watching on TV, man, like the crowd was lit. Y'all was lit in there. Y'all was lit. I remember I seeing Derek Carr where he was holding his hand over his ear because he couldn't hear. But yeah, but let us know like exactly why. You know, because I was saying earlier, New Orleans and the Atlanta game, them are always great games to go to. You know, because of the rivalry and just, you know, because of the banter and the back and forth that both fan bases have for each other. Trey says mine is the black on black Jerry Glanville era. I like those too. The black on black. We used to crush those, man. Now those are my favorite Falcons. The 91 Falcons, that's my favorite team. Favorite team in history. Even though they didn't win a playoff game. They went to the playoff, but who we lost? No. I take that back. We beat New Orleans. Coincidentally, I take that back. We beat New Orleans, so we lost to Washington the next week. But that's my favorite team of all time. You know, not the 2016 team, not the 2012 team. That's my favorite team of all time. 1991 Falcons. He just said Jaden Daniels would be an amazing pick, and we would end up making the playoffs. With our record, we need to definitely trade up to get him no matter what it takes. That's literally the most important thing. I agree. Hey, you said it best. I ain't got nothing to add. You said it best. Nathan said, but from a football stance, I hope they can bid off this one because the schedule is favorable the rest of the way. Yeah, we talked about it earlier. We talked about could we go undefeated these next 6 games. We said maybe go 5-1. I said, Nathan, at the worst, 4-2. We go anything worse than 4-2. I feel like is a failure based on the schedule and who we got left on the schedule. Even if it's 3-3, I feel like we failed. We should go no worse than 4-2. Feasibly 5-1. I'm a little reluctant to say 6-0 because I know the Falcons. They got at least one more Falcon game in them where they just gonna do something inexplicably crazy because that's just who we are. It's in our DNA. So I'm gonna say possibly 5-1, but at the worst 4-2. Coach says, no, that cocaine white is hard. What you talking about? Are you talking about the white on white, the uniform combo, Coach? Trey says we still were playing San Francisco with that 89 uniform. Yeah, man, that was in the old, what they used to call it back then, old black and blue division, I think. It was us, Baghead, New Orleans Saints, or the Aints. San Francisco used to it went fair what San Francisco used to do to that division back in the day. And the Rams. But yeah, Falcons, New Orleans, San Fran, and the Rams. I remember that. I remember the Henry Ella days and Jim Everett with the Rams. Rams used to kick our ass. Really, everybody's really kick our ass in that division, but New Orleans, that's really the only team we could beat. Shader says, did anybody miss Grady today? Not because David Onyemata was back today and did this thing on the line. Never been a fan of Grady overrated. Let's bang on Grady. Bang on Grady. I've heard that before. Hey, Shader, I have heard that before. I have heard people say, hey, man, y'all overrate Grady. We ain't saying Grady trash, but y'all be overrating Grady. Y'all be talking like he a top tier defensive tackle, but he ain't that. He good, but y'all overrated. I heard that before. I definitely heard that before. Coach, so do whatever it takes to get Daniels, but not May. Make it make sense. I think you got to be careful. Where we at? Like, if you can get a guy like Jaden Daniels and he fall to your lap, I feel like you take it. But based on how many games we win, let's say we drafted in the middle at 16. May is projected to go 2. Some people say he might even go 1, but I don't think so. I think Caleb Williams got that locked up. It will cost a lot to move from 16 to 2. And I don't know at this point I'm ready to give that much draft capital up to move from like the middle of the draft all the way up to number 2. Because you now at that point you're talking about 3 first-round picks. Now, I just don't want to do that. When I feel like you could possibly get a guy like Jaden Daniels, who you don't have to trade no assets if he's still sitting right there when you draft, or if you got to move up 2 to 4 slots, you're not giving up so much draft equity. Because this team still ain't what we need to be. We still need to hit in a lot of areas of the draft in regards to some good players. Because I feel like we're still behind the 8 ball. I feel like Kyle Pitts put us behind the 8 ball. I feel like that draft pick put us behind the 8 ball. I'm still not a fan of the Bijan Robinson pick, even though I think he's an excellent player. I just think it was the wrong pick for the franchise at that time. So I don't want to be in a position where it's like we got to move up and get this guy no matter what. We'll pay whatever it costs. I don't think that would be wise, because then you might end up putting yourself in a position like the Carolina Panthers are in right now, where they sold their souls to go get Bryce Young, and now they 1-10. I don't feel like we'd have to do that much when you got so much other quarterback talent that's going to be left in the draft. And I'm a fan of Drake May, but I'm just not going to say, well, we got to get him no matter what. Because I like Jaden Daniels. I firmly believe Jaden Daniels is going to do well in the NFL if he goes into the right circumstances. So that's how I feel as far as Drake May go. But don't get me wrong, I like Drake May. That was my first guy that I started talking about. But I'm not on the Drake May or else campaign trail, because I don't want to give up that much draft equity or draft picks to go get him, if that makes sense. Scott Cochran says, nope. nope. Yeah, no snakes at all, bro. At all. Nada. Zero. Zilch. Nathan says it's a combo of the crowd being lit, the concert and all, and the Bates pick 6 just kept the crowd and the rest of the way. Yeah, okay. And the concert earlier with the 50 years of hip hop that we spoke of earlier. And I'm glad you brought it up, Nathan, because that reminds me, Nathan, what was up with T.I. and his son King? Dude said, damn, Tidy boy, goddamn, the Saints got their ass with the Mercedes Benz Stadium, and King got his ass with the Mercedes Benz Stadium all in the same day. Damn, boy. Hey, I'm sure y'all done heard about that, man. T.I., the rapper T.I. Tip, his son King, they got a little scuffle. and that's how fierce this rivalry is. Because, see, King is a New Orleans fan. King is a New Orleans fan. I don't know how that happened to you. You kind of failed your son a little bit there. But anyway, King is a New Orleans fan. T.I. is a Falcons fan. So Evidently, from what I gathered watching these videos, I didn't watch after the game. They was roasting. I ain't gonna say roasting because they weren't roasting. It was just friendly banter. The Saints, like y'all know, everybody know who done went to the game. You know how they walk out the stadium go, depending on who win the game. Nathan, you know better than probably anybody. After the New Orleans Atlanta game, that walk out the stadium is a moment. Because if Atlanta win, Atlanta gonna talk a lot of shit to New Orleans, and then you gonna make it difficult for them to walk out the stadium. And the same goes for New Orleans if they win. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. There've been plenty of times I've been in the Georgia Dome or the Benz, and New Orleans done won, and boy, that walk out be hard as hell. But like, oh damn, I gotta walk out here, hit these motherfuckers mile. But anyway, so Falcons fan talk, rise up, King, y'all lost. And King just sounded like he couldn't take the heat. He was sounding like he was one of those dish it but can't take it types. Okay, y'all lost, bro. They gonna talk junk to you. He just, But anyway, I'm not gonna dig too deep in it. If y'all ain't seen what I'm talking about yet, just go to YouTube, type in T.I. and King scuffle or T.I. and King fight. Yeah, they got into it after the game. That's just how fierce the battle. That's how fierce the rivalry is, man. Father and son, they'll go at it based on these two teams. But I'm sure they'll pass that up. Typical Falcons, New Orleans stuff. My dog Miller Mills is in the building. What's happening with you, Miller? What's going on? What is going on? What's popping? What's popping? Let's see here. Winston says, I'm the same way about reptiles, especially. Yeah, I ain't messing with no reptiles, bro. No way, no how. No. I don't like frogs, snakes. And I be hating to talk about this. I feel like I be gonna talk some stuff up, but there been times where, lizards get in your house, you gotta get them out. Like, I just ain't with none of the reptile species. I'm not good on that at all. I meant to say I'm good on that. DJ said, I definitely miss Grady. I still don't know why he didn't at least try to get Chase Young after the Bears got swept. There was a lot of things came out on Chase Young that said he was uncoachable. There were some reports that came out that said he was uncoachable in Washington. He didn't like to listen to the coaches. He liked to do his own thing. He didn't like to follow the assignments that were assigned to him in regards to what he needed to do when the play was called. So, y'all know the fact. You're not a Falcons here, DJ. Maybe that's scared Atlanta away. Like, we won't need him in the locker room. He don't want to listen, But yeah, those reports are out there. He was uncoachable, basically. He just said Jaden Daniels is easier to get, and it's a quarterback that we could possibly see as the future. Yeah, that's what I meant also with it, DJ. Like, I just don't want to. I don't want to sell the farm at this point, man. It would just be easier to get Jaden Daniels. He might just fall right into our laps. And that's pretty much where I'm at. Like if we only had 2 or 3 wins at this point of the season, I would be more on the Drake May train because that's a more realistic option. Because that means we're probably going to pick in the top 5. But where we're at now, possibly going to the playoffs, we're probably going to be picking anywhere from, I'm guessing, looking at our schedule, 16 to 21. And going from that point in the draft all the way up to number 2, man, you're looking at 3 first-round picks and also some more draft picks. 3 first-rounders and probably a 3rd, 4th, and a 5th round, something like that. And I just want to give up that much draft compensation. Coach, but don't you want the best? Plus, you can trade picks to Chicago. They most definitely would take him for their new quarterback. The best is subjective. There is no guarantee that Drake May will be the best. Because conventional wisdom, conventional thinking would have said that Bryce Young was going to be the best rookie quarterback. And right now, he might not even be top 5 out of the class right now. You got C.J. Stroud doing his thing. You got Will Levis looking like he's pretty good. Maybe top 5 is stretching it, but he's not top 2. I'll just say that. And again, I like Drake May. I like Drake May a lot. But I just don't want to sell out. I don't want to sell the farm to go get a quarterback right now. I feel like it's more important to keep our first-round draft picks and our draft compensation. And you still can get somebody who could possibly be a better quarterback than Drake May. to be honest, if Arthur Smith stays here, which I don't know if he will or he won't, but if he stays here, I think Jaden Daniels is a better fit for that scheme of what Smith likes to do based on his athleticism. And the allure of a athletic quarterback, it really draws my attention. I like Jaden Daniels a lot. I like him a lot. You talking about a guy with 50 touchdowns. You talking about with a guy with about 4,000 passing yards and over 1,000 rushing yards in the SEC. He's playing against the best of the best in college. You know, he has a completion percentage of, I think, about 68%. So if you don't get Drake May, hey man, Jaden Daniels is right up there with him, man. You know, there's really not much of a drop off from what I see. You know, so I'm good. I'm good with Jaden Daniels. I'm good with Jaden Daniels. I'm not in the sell the franchise or sell the farm to get one guy mode right now, because I just think it's going to cost too much based on where we're going to ultimately end up finishing the season at. DJ says Pitts are not worth a second or first pick in the draft, especially since Chicago already got Kyle Kemet. Nathan says, I agree on Jaden Daniels. I low-key was mad he been cooking because his stock flying up. Yeah, I know, right? But it would fit the team so well. Yeah, I think he's a perfect fit for what we like to do, man. Like I just mentioned a moment ago, that athleticism, man, and him being able to throw too. You know, and the thing about Jaden Daniels, like, you can't call him a running quarterback, even though he can run the ball just like a running back can. But you can't call him a running quarterback because he got a damn good arm too. And that really attracts me to him in regards to being a potential draft pick for the Falcons. I love that about him. I love that dual threat quality that he brings. And he's tall. You know, he's tall. A lot of times when you have tall quarterbacks, a lot of times they're not elusive like that. But you want a tall quarterback in the NFL because you want him to be able to easily see over the line. You know, so that really draws me to him a lot. The only criticism that I really be seeing from people say about Jaden Daniels, oh, he's too small. Okay, well, you drafted him at Atlanta, don't worry, we'll put 10 pounds on him. That's quick fix. We'll put 10 pounds on him real quick, bro. That's a quick fix. That's the only criticism I hear about him. Nathan says, man, I saw it after I left. Yeah, man, we will have to keep talking about that. Miller says, so Todd, how do you feel about Bo Nix? That experience is key though. Bo Nix, I don't know about Bo Nix. Maybe I'm biased against Bo Nix being a Georgia Bulldog fan because I done seen how we just Mills how my Bulldogs just done kicked his ass so many times, bro. I think that'll put a bias in my head, like, bro, you can get in like Bo Nix, yeah, but I would rather have JJ McCarthy from Michigan before Bo Nix. Like I said, that's probably the Bulldog in me. I done seen what we done did to Bo Nix so much. Hey, we can't get Jaden Daniels. Give me the guy from Michigan. I'll take him. Wallace is tired. I don't think Smith will be back next season. Oh man, y'all know it take a lot for Wallace to say that, bro. Hey Wallace, hey, I'm kind of in the same boat with you, bro. Depending on how the season go. Hey y'all, but look, I'm gonna wrap it up, man. I ain't mean to be on here really this long. It's like 1:30. But before I get out of here, man, I want to thank everybody that's still watching in the chat, bro. It's 1:35, and y'all still on the chat with me on a Sunday, man. So that says a lot. I definitely appreciate the support, man. A whole lot. So I do want to thank y'all for that a great deal. Before I got off, I wanted to have an honest conversation, but I couldn't fit it in this broadcast based on the flow of the show. It would kind of broke up what was going on with the broadcast to switch gears or switch speeds. So what I'll do is I'll just incorporate that into tomorrow's show when we do the player grades. So we'll have our honest conversation tomorrow when we do the player grades. Tonight just wasn't a good time for it, based on the vibe that I got from the chat. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll be on tomorrow probably around We normally go on before Steve do the Monday minutia. Shout out to Uncle Steve. So we'll probably go on tomorrow around about 3:30 to 4 o'clock. But I'll put it on YouTube also, and that way, y'all can come check me out. But make sure to come back on Monday, tomorrow. We'll do our conversation tomorrow on Monday, and we're going to dig a little deeper into the state of the franchise and where the Falcons are headed or where they may not be headed. Tomorrow, we're going to do the player grades, and we're going to have an honest conversation tomorrow. So that's a show you don't want to miss. So be on the lookout for the time when I post it on YouTube. It'll probably be around 3:30, 3 o'clock. Though. It'll be somewhere in that time frame. But regardless, just check it out. And once again, I want to thank y'all. Shout out to the Falcons. Let's ring the bell for the Falcons. Beat New Orleans, sitting them back down to their state with a big fat L. So I love it. I love it anytime I beat them. Hey, man, but y'all be good, man. Again, shout out to the Atlanta for the win. Shout out to the fan base for showing up to the Benz today. And shout out to y'all in the chat. Much love. Peace out, y'all.